Good morning everybody, welcome to another video. Today is not such a good day because I woke up and the weather was something like this. So the thing is, I got a new bike yesterday which I wanted to take out for some test ride, which I cannot do right now because it is too rainy outside. So I thought, I haven't done a vlog in a while and I got something I wanted to talk about. So just let me dress up and get some coffee and I will see you guys in a few seconds. So around a week ago, DJI announced their new entry-level drone, the DJI Spark. Their smallest drone yet, which comes for around $499 or 599 euro. Just a basic version where you get the drone, one battery, one set of propellers and I guess a case. There will be a fly mode combo, which includes a remote controller, some extra propellers, 2 extra batteries and a charging hub. So shortly after the Spark was released, people were already complaining on YouTube that the Spark does not feature 4K and that it doesn't come with a remote controller. And there were a lot of people saying for a few $100 more you can already get the standard version of the Mavic, which comes with the controller but doesn't have extra battery. The thing is, you can get a remote controller with the fly mode combo, where you also get extra battery, which you will probably need since the flight time of drones is still very limited. And the ability to shoot 4K is probably lacking, because the Spark does need the original 4K image to add some digital stabilization to it, since you only have a 2-axis gimbal. The thing about 4K is, I don't really see it as the new standard in the next 1 or 2 years. Because of course, most cameras shoot in 4K nowadays and it's pretty cool for downscaling and things like this. But if I get really good 1080p like on the Spark, I'd always prefer it because of the smaller file size, because it is better to handle for most of video editing software, and I just don't really need 4K. But I think these people forget what the Spark is made for and especially who it is made for. The Spark is an entry-level drone, so it is supposed to be sold to people who have absolutely no experience in flying a drone, but who probably don't want to spend hours and hours of learning how to fly before they actually get some good footage. Those people want to buy the drone, want to go on a trip and want to use these cool fly modes to actually get some pretty good aerial shots without having to fiddle around with the controller. And that's what the Spark is made for. Of course, the Spark isn't made for professional use. But since the 1080p on the Spark is that good, you could even use it to spice up your videos with a little drone action. The 1080p quality seems to be pretty amazing and way ahead of most of these other entry-level drones out there. Plus, most of the other entry-level drones don't have a mechanical stabilization. And the Spark does have a 2-axis gimbal, which is pretty good. So I will buy the DJI Spark later this summer, probably before my next trip to Spain, because I want to use it for some basic aerial shots on my travel videos. And maybe I can use it for some establishing shots on some of my professional projects, like when I do another fashion film or festival recap. What I don't get about all these complaints about the lack of 4K and the lack of the remote controller and the standard version is, if this really bothers you, then don't buy the Spark. For me, this is not an issue. The lack of the remote controller is even a good thing, because so on my travels I only have to carry around a drone and no remote controller. In the end, you just have to decide yourself whether the Spark is right for you or not. I mean, probably the Spark will become DJI's most important drone just because it is more affordable and more accessible than any other drone they made.